يو- ويلكم. دمت. والله صار مشكلة في البث أول الساعة كم؟ 1، أيوه 1:30 كذا. فانحلت مشكلة وطلع مشكلة ثانية. ما أقدر آه. آه. أوكي خلينا نشوف من راح يفوز. أكيد إنرجي يعني. إنرجي أقوى أفريقيا في الإي سبورت. كان فورتنايت الحين صار أسوأ تيم في فورت. بس فالورانت من جد. إنرجي فاز. بس كويس. الو. أوكي أوكي أوكي. يعني آه، أيوه كمان. إمم، إمم، وإيش رأيكم أسحب على فورتنايت وأحول برو ونفسي، والّا أركت لعبتين فورت المحتوى وفالورانت البرو يعني زي ما تعرفوا. فيها جوائز حلوة فالو. وإن شاء الله راح أبث كل الألعاب، يعني عندنا بعد فالورانت عندنا صورة لعبة صح أيوه توتا 2 للأسف فايز ما هم فيه للأسف. بس في فالكون في في ليكويد في برايم في بت والله ما أعرف في بي تيم ضد فالكون الساعة 12 الليل بكرة يعني الساعة 12 الظهر راسل كذا 12 والله ما أدري كيف. المهم بكرة عندنا لعبة توتا 2 عندنا عندنا بكرة كمان فالورانت الساعة 2 كيف راح أبث؟ إمم، أبث من والله ما أدري. أوكي. من الteam تيمينهم أعرفهم بس يالله ما أعرف يعني أهم شيء NRG يفوزوا ما أبغى KC KC اسم مو حلو الteam حقهم بكل فهمت. أوكي، أوكي، أوكي أؤمن أوكي، تمام، 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 تمام. والV2 أوه لا مان محظوظ كاسي محظوظين هذا حظ محترف. يلا نرجع يلا نرجع أوكي. تمام. NRG مرة ثانية فازوا. KSA بشكل ما راح بالتقليل NRG يفوزوا يعني. KSA مرة ثانية فازوا. كل واحد كل واحد معاه لوجيتك. هاكرز KSA هاكرز. واحد مستخدم موبس ممنوع. موبس الأبيض أبيض وأسود. دقيقة حوالي ممكن 3 أيام 4 أيام ما أدري. استنى شوي. لا تقولوا لي إنه ما كان في صوت. NRG فازوا.
In the playoffs of EWC, really nicely handled. A great game by KC. Really impressed with this team at times. Their individual play, very high level. Their fracture, some of the best you're going to see, period, end of story. But NRG just a step ahead on Breeze and Haven. But Karmine Corp fans starting, I think you should start to have a little bit of hope. They look really strong.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, this should be an inspiration for the fans of this team, of this organization, as they get ready to go back over into Stage 2 at EMEA. Unfortunate that they won't be making it onto the big stage in front of all of the fans here in Paris, but it is NRG. At the end of the day, you have to know who you're playing against. There's no real issue here. I don't think you should ever feel too bad about dropping a series to a squad of this caliber. They are the reigning world champions for a reason. They managed to punch their way through. They showed their perseverance. Yes, some things to certainly work on when it comes down to that fracture, but they're trying new things as well, and it's looking clean. Ethan on that neon, something that needs to be discussed more, so we'll let the analysts do that as we pass things back over.
Thank you very much, Achilleos and Paperthin. Great cast on the day as it went the distance here between KC and NRG, and it is the reigning world champs moving on to the playoffs. America's now 2 teams in with EMEA 4, but the final one just a bit short with KC falling here. Welcome back to the desk, Kakuka and Big Time joining us here to give some context on that last series.
Yeah, I mean, look, heading into this, I was excited about KC. I felt like Haven could be their map. You know, we've seen them do so well here in the past, but then we see the agents that are coming. Ethan is there on the neon, and I'm thinking, my goodness, what are NRG cooking up? But cook they did. My goodness, it was delicious.
Funniest thing is that if you're KC, you know exactly what it is when your IGL is playing on the duelist. And Ethan was an absolute menace from the defense. We saw in so many occasions how mid-round it was just him and a couple more players, and he was like, guys, all together with me. There's so many rounds that they turned around. Kiko with the clutches. Mara also, I think that it was just a great map for them. On the second half, we see a KC that is starting to come alive. We see Narrate going back to the performance that he had been given us for the rest of the tournament, but it was just too late. NRG was already punching their ticket to playoffs.
Yeah, just a little bit too much there on that that Haven, and it just feels bad, I think, if you're a KC fan. If you're an NRG fan, that's the expectation now. When you win world championships, when you're constantly in the mix for America's titles, this is expected of you, despite the fact that you're kind of pinned as the villain here in France. You're stopping KC from making it on into the playoffs, but they get the job done, and it felt like there were multiple heroes on NRG that they can rest their hat on.
Yeah, I mean, for me, for NRG, I love to see the bounce back from London. London was so disappointing for this squad. They got grouped. I remember that last match against Foot. They almost have that comeback, 12-5 down, like they were 12-5 up here. They couldn't make it happen. They deny it away from KC. They get themselves out of the groups here, and I can't wait to see them on the big stage.
All right, well, standing by right now with Janira is Kiko. Let's send it on over there for the interview.
That's right, Kiko, EMEA player, knocking out the last EMEA team, the only EMEA team, actually. How does that feel?
A little bit bittersweet, but, you know, it was have to make it our group, so have to win.
I want to talk about your group specifically because you had the likes of Vitality, PRX, and then also KC in there, and you two, a lot of people dubbing it the group of death. You did also lose that match against Vitality to drop into that lower bracket. How difficult was it to actually make your way out of here?
We had some pretty strong teams we played against, definitely. PaperX, Vitality gave us some really hard games. And also KC, like, they were really good as well. So, I mean, it's not really an easy game. So, it was just a struggle, and we made it out, not grouped again. So, it was fun.
Surprised to see PRX knocked out?
Yeah, very surprised. Normally, I think they're a really strong team, and I think just this time, they got a little bit unlucky. So.
You guys also maybe got a little unlucky on that fracture. I want to talk about that one too. Do you want to talk about it?
I mean, they're a really good fracture team, and yeah, they just out-macroed us, I think. They were really ready to flood onto us, and they were just destroying us every time we were hitting site. We just didn't have any time to breathe against their comp, so yeah.
Well, lessons to be learned, I assume, heading into playoffs, which is also very exciting. You get to play here in front of the audience, in front of a stage. Is there any team in particular from the ones that have qualified so far that you'd like to go up against? Maybe Vitality for that rematch, little revenge?
Definitely Vitality. I'm coming back for Sire. He's not going to win against me again, that's for sure.
All right, I like the confidence. Well, thank you so much for the interview. I appreciate it. That's it from us over here. We're going to be heading back over to the desk, so Digon, take it away.
Thank you very much, Jenny. As you could hear the fighting words there from Kiko, calling out Sayonara, who's been playing really well, but knows that. Yeah, I mean, that's the level of competition that NRG is expecting themselves to be up against. So we'll see if that happens. The draw show will happen tomorrow after those matches for Group C and Group D, but NRG get the job done here.
But I don't think they can play Vitality, right? Because they're just in the same group. So let's hope that they end up in the same side of the bracket.
We want it down the line.
Yeah, exactly. So or maybe for a final could potential.
That would be good.
I think it's normal. Sayonara is what every player would have liked to be. Before you turn 18, everybody's already knocking on your door. They want you on their team. They're willing to sacrifice the first part of their year just to secure that the moment that you turn 18, you are part of their team. And man, is he delivering. And so was Kiko. Okay, yes, NRG is a team from Americas, but Bonkar and Kiko are from EMEA.
You always find a way.
There's so much code.
All I'm saying is that you think you're better than us, but you wouldn't be you without us.
You always find a way to make it about EMEA. But
because, you know why? Because it is.
No, I think you have to give credit to this NRG team, man. The way they bounced back from that rough map 2 was excellent. Nothing to shake a stick at. I think the composition was well thought out. I mean, I think we really have to talk more about Ethan on this Neon. Like, this is not normal. You don't put your IGL on Duelist and him top frag and him find multi-kills consistently and him find entry kills.
Question is this going to have any effect on KC going back into the region? Is this something that they want to explore, given Aves back into that duelist. Maybe literally using him as same as Ethan. You have the two duelists. You can put Narrate maybe on the chamber as he was playing just here, and then you well, he was playing the finish, but you know, you can copy literally what NRG is doing.
I mean, the question for me is how will this affect Danby's legacy? We really sort of have those discussions if he keeps putting up these kind of numbers.
I mean, Ethan, up there in age, 7th oldest player in the tournament, joining Baby Bay, getting his hand on the duelist. Still showing, hey,
two-time world champion.
Unk's got hands, the only two-time world champion. That's right, that's right. But showing off why NRG belong here and will make it to the playoffs yet again.
Makes me sad though that the map that KC won is the map that is going out of the map pool, because also they got the kudos from NRG saying you out-macroed us every single time that we went onto the side. You flooded us and it was impossible for us to bounce back. I like to see this face of KC. I think that they fought into tooth and nail until the last moment. We all knew that their group was not easy, and they were easily the least favored to make it out of it. And even with that, they managed to send Paper Rex home and take the world champions to a third map. So I think it's not playoffs, but it's not global esports.
You're also forgetting the Vitality match here, where they also pushed them pretty deep into the game. So, again, KC, a lot to build upon here for their future.
I mean, for me, I think you can't help but wonder, what if they were in a different group? Could this have been different?
Absolutely.
Could they have been in the playoffs? I think very much so. I think this is a tournament where even if they go out like this, they can hold their heads high. They showed a lot of improvement from stage 1. They'll be feeling good moving forward for the rest of VCT, but they can't get it done here at the EWC.
Morgan, like your mouth is moving and it's like making sounds, but all that I'm hearing is next year, EMEA 6 spots. It's what you're saying, right? It's what you're saying. It's what I'm getting out of this tournament.
Yeah, with this series done, that also means our bracket here is complete with Paper Rex and Karmine Corp losing that first one and then eventually being knocked out, which means our spots going to Team Vitality and NRG from this group of death.
Ultimately, we defined the group of death, I think, accurately, because look at all of these games. They were, most of them pushed up to the end of the line. We had some surprises, and it's not that one team was as less favored as the others.
Yeah, I mean, very much so. I think I very much enjoyed watching this group unfold, and it became impossible to predict. But that's why you got to hold now Vitality and NRG in very high esteem as we move forward. When you get out of the group of death, you now have a target on your back for the playoffs.
Yeah, I think that's the cool part about these two squads that made it out. NRG, a team full of potential that achieved it just last year with Vitality, then slotting this team together, and you're getting to see them learn and grow at the same time live with Sayonara joining that roster. It's going to be really, really fun to see how this draw is going to shake up, and whoever picks one of these two teams will have a very, very tough out, which then ends our day of action. But the story did not finish as we bring up our Crunchyroll story of the day, where we recap the big thing here. And we closed out Group A, we closed out Group B. So I'm gonna ask one of you, what is the story of the day, Big Time?
I've got two, but I mean, one of them is Ethan on the Neon, but we discussed that other.
Man, that was gonna be mine. Okay, you can go. You can go.
No, but the other one I really want to touch on here is the dominance that BBL showed. They were literally his crosshair was on him. They're one well-timed left click away from 13-0ing EDG, former world champions, the bounce back, the resilience from the young Turkish roster. That's my story of the day.
I was going to say Neon may have not been nerfed enough. I think that Valorant is always looking for the meta to change so drastically when they do these changes.
Yeah.
And I will say, I sometimes I'm a bit disappointed when everybody like overreacts massively and just goes from, oh, this was so good to you cannot play it anywhere. It is good to see that we see new mixes with the Phoenix, with the Neon, with the Chamber, and teams adapting onto that. So that is what I like to see going on to playoffs, because both of these two squads look very scary.
Yeah, agent diversity showing up, maybe not as starkly as we thought, but getting Ethan on it, going to be a lot of fun in terms of the Neon. Going to be a lot of fun to watch how things unfold in the future. That means Group A and Group B are done, but we're not done yet. We have 2 more groups tomorrow to qualify in, 2 more teams, and say goodbye to 2 more teams when we take a look at the schedule for tomorrow. It's going to be some fantastic Valorant action as we have G2 back in action, trying to qualify on in against the team that knocked them out in Nongshim Red Forces, our second match. But our first match, it's MIBR Los and AGAL. This one is a tough one to call.
That has to be the highlight for me. The first one, MIBR, with the firepower that they have, with the names, with the performances that they had. The surprise was Heretics against them. And on the other side, we have an All Gamers that is firing on all cylinders as well. So definitely you cannot, if you're choosing between one of these two, I'll tell you, do not miss the first one.
You got me rooting for China tomorrow with that story. I've been loving how All Gamers are playing. I think, if anything, they looked weaker in that map against Global, but they got it done in 2-0 fashion, which bodes very well. That's going to be high-powered. Then the rematch of G2 against Nongshim. Nongshim got the better of them last time. G2 looking to get that upset.
Yeah, it is the last chance in terms of regionality for a Chinese team to make it on through, for a Pacific team to make it on through, and an opportunity for Americas to make it 4 for 4. Currently, remember, 2 Americas team in, 4 EMEA teams in. Let's see how it all shakes up. That's what tomorrow's stakes will be. But that does it here from us at the desk at EWC on day number 5. On behalf of everyone here, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for the final day of group stages.
زي كده